He's crazy. Chris Rock destroys Will Smith after he slapped him at the Oscars. There has been a lot of talk about the now famous Oscars moment in which Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in response to a joke the comedian made about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. But there was one person we had yet to hear from, Rock himself. Following that, he briefly addressed the incident in public at his first comedy show since the incident on Wednesday night. According to People, Rock told the audience at the Wilbur in Boston, "I'm still processing what happened." The comedian began the night with a nod to the incident, walking out to a standing ovation and saying, "What's going on, Boston? How did your weekend go?" Rock didn't say much about the situation other than that he was still processing it, but he did tell the audience that he would most likely address it in a serious manner at some point. But then he decided to concentrate on the jokes he prepared for the evening and moved on. "I don't have a bunch of shit about what happened, so if you came to hear that I have a whole show I wrote before this weekend," Rock was heard saying in leaked show audio obtained by Variety. "I'm still trying to process what happened. So, at some point, I'll bring it up, and it'll be both serious and humorous." His slight shade. Chris Rock made fun of Will Smith's slap at the 94th Academy Awards during a stand-up performance 1 week later. Chris broke the ice by sarcastically saying he had an interesting week. An eyewitness exclusively tells Us Weekly of the 57-year-old comedian's performance on Saturday, April 2 at the Borgata Event Center in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Of course, everyone laughed because they knew what he was talking about. While Rock refused to go into detail about the March 27 encounter, he did say that he is still processing it and plans to address it further in the future. The actor from Grown Ups continued his planned comedy routine with a subtle reference to Atlantic City's geographic location, referring to the hometown of the 53-year-old Fresh Prince of Bel-Air alum. The general gist of the comment was that because Atlantic City is so close to Philadelphia, it could be hostile territory. It was said casually and jokingly, and everyone laughed. The Everybody Hates Chris Alum previously made headlines when he made fun of Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head just a week before. Before presenting the Best Documentary Feature Oscar to Questlove, Rock joked that because of her shaved hair, Pinkett Smith, 50, could star in a sequel to G.I. Jane. The Maryland native has been outspoken about her alopecia. Pinkett Smith rolled her eyes as her husband walked on stage and smacked Rock across the face. "Keep my wife's name out of your freaking mouth," Smith yelled at the time. Aftermath of the incident. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences said in a letter to members on Friday that Smith's behavior was inappropriate, and that the freshly minted Academy Award winner would be forbidden from attending any events or activities offered by the organization for the next 10 years. "The action we are taking today, in reaction to Will Smith's actions, is a step toward a bigger aim of preserving our artists' and visitors' safety and rebuilding faith in the Academy," the group wrote in a letter to members obtained by NBC News. Smith responded to the ban by saying, "I accept and appreciate the Academy's decision." That Friday, Smith took matters into his own hands, quitting the organization. Despite this, Academy authorities announced that their disciplinary proceedings would continue and that any additional punishment will be discussed on April 18. The actor declared in his resignation letter that he is dedicated to completing the work to ensure that I never again allow violence to overpower reason. However, he also acknowledged that the significance of his actions had finally dawned on him, calling them shocking, hurtful, and unacceptable. Smith apologized to the Academy and his fellow nominees for his portrayal of Richard Williams in King Richard during his acceptance speech for Best Actor. He apologized to Rock on social media the day after the ceremony. Smith refused to leave the ceremony after punching the comic, according to the Academy. Reports dispute on whether Smith was officially asked to leave, or if he was simply advised to leave before his award category was named. The Los Angeles Police Department was ready to arrest Smith during the awards ceremony, according to his show producer, but Rock declined to press charges. Things transpired in ways we could not have expected, the Academy said in a statement announcing that Mr. Smith would face disciplinary procedures. While we would like to stress that Mr. Smith was requested to leave the ceremony and declined, we equally acknowledge that the matter may have been handled differently. Smith is also working on a variety of projects that are currently in peril. Among them are Bad Boys 4, Bright 2, and Apple's Emancipation, in which he plays an escaped slave. What Apple does with this film will be a huge measure of how tainted Will Smith's reputation is, Waxman says. Everyone expected it to be released in the second half of the year, and compete for awards the following year, but we have no idea what Apple will do. I think if they decide to push it back, it'll give you a strong sense that they don't want to be out there with Will Smith this year. Other controversial cases that have hit the Academy. In 2017, Oscars organizers introduced a revised code of conduct in response to the #MeToo movement. As a result, both Harvey Weinstein and Roman Polanski were expelled from the Academy. Their Oscars were not revoked. Whoopi Goldberg, one of 3 Academy acting branch governors, announced last week, "We're not going to take away his Oscar." I'm sure there will be consequences, but I don't think they'll do that, especially because Chris Rock stated, "Listen, I'm not bringing any charges." But if he can reach an agreement with Hollywood, it isn't the end of the world. I hope the Academy invites me back. He concluded his acceptance speech on Sunday. Controversy among top celebrities. Since then, many celebrities, including Oscar hosts Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes, have spoken out about the incident. Sykes stated that the incident made her physically unwell and that no one had apologized to the hosts, with the exception of Rock, who contacted her at an after-party. "It was meant to be your night," Sykes said, paraphrasing Rock's words. "I'm very sorry. You, Amy, and Regina were doing such a terrific job. This is now going to be all about this." Tiffany Haddish, an actress, complimented Smith for supporting his wife, and she spoke for many others. Perhaps the rest of the world didn't like it, but it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, she told People magazine. Haddish, who co-starred in the film Girls Trip with Pinkett Smith, said that watching a black guy stand up for his wife meant so much to me because black women are typically the focus of insults and derision. Many black Americans remarked on the irony of Chris Rock releasing the documentary Good Hair about the importance of hair in black culture, only to mock Pinkett Smith's haircut. Pinkett Smith is one of many women who have recently spoken out about their alopecia battle. After a commercial break, comedian Amy Schumer commented that the energy had changed, implying that Rock wasn't the only one who had been shaken. Some quipped that Smith was using method acting to imitate his hothead, Bad Boys character Michael Lowry. Others, on the other hand, were concerned by the altercation. In a since-deleted tweet, director Judd Apatow stated that Smith might have killed Chris Rock and that Smith had lost his mind. There was even talk of arresting the actor and charging him with assault. Smith's future may be compromised. It looks unlikely that he will be asked to give the Best Actress award at the 2023 Oscars, as the preceding year's Best Actor winner has traditionally done. However, he is unlikely to be asked to return the golden statuette he received on Sunday. Rock rose to notoriety as a cast member of Saturday Night Live from 1990 to 1993, after years of performing as a stand-up comedian and acting in minor film parts such as Beverly Hills Cop 2. During his time on SNL, he appeared in the films New Jack City, Boomerang, and CB4, all of which Rock wrote and produced. Bring the Pain, the second of Rock's 5 HBO comedy specials, catapulted him to mainstream popularity in 1996. Bigger and Blacker, Never Scared, and Kill the Messenger are among his other HBO comedy specials. The Chris Rock Show, which broadcast on HBO, also received critical acclaim for Rock's discussions with celebrities and politicians. Chris Rock's most recent Netflix comedy special, Chris Rock, Tambourine, was published in 2018. That's all we have for today. Did you enjoy the show? Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button if you enjoyed the show. Please also show us some love by liking the video and sharing it with your friends and family. Turn on the notification button to receive updates on our new videos. That was all the time we had today. For the time being, I'll say goodbye and see you in the next video.